Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Twisted Heat's Paranormal Vlogs with your host, Twisted Heat. I got a brand new story for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's coming from my friend from out in Texas. So I hope you like the video. I hope you enjoy the story. And let's get right to it. And let's I'm your host, Twisted Heat. This is Twisted Heat's Paranormal Vlogs. Like I said before, here's a story that comes from my friend from all the way down in Texas. Now, I had viewed a little bit of her story prior to being able to make this video. She talks about an imaginary friend. So, have you guys ever had an imaginary friend when you guys were growing up? I know I had. I don't remember what his name was or what her name was or whatever it was. I don't know. But shout out to my friend from out in Texas for giving me her story. So let's get right to it and let's read the story that she sent me. She goes, so when I was a little girl, I used to always play with this little boy, and my family always thought he was an imaginary friend. It was great, but sometimes, as all friends do, we would get upset at each other, and sometimes he would move things, make a mess, or even break things, and I would get the blame. Yeah, that seems to be always the typical thing that happens when you have an imaginary friend. Things happen, and then like your parents see it, and they see like a vase is broken, and they start yelling at you like, "Oh my God, why the hell did you break the vase?" And your excuse or your answer to them is that you tell them, "No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was whoever, or Sideshow Bob, or Bart Simpson over here, or whoever." And so, we get yelled at and we get the blame and we get in trouble. We get punished and all this, that, and the third. Anyway, so back to the story. Even though I would tell my parents it wasn't me, but him, they would just get more upset. But for the most part, he and I would have a lot of fun and a lot of good times. I hope that the apparition or the ghost didn't try to make her like do anything drastic. So it wasn't until I was about 12 or so that things changed. I can't remember what exactly happened, but something happened to upset my parents. He broke something. See, like I was saying before, maybe he broke like an heirloom or a vase that was like dear to her parents or whatnot. Uh, my mom was very adamant that I had done it, but I kept telling her it wasn't me. So then, after all these years, she finally asked me what my friend's name was. Why did she wait so many years to ask her for the name? That's weird. I would have been if my kids was to ask me or tell me that they had a imaginary friend. That's the first thing I would ask is what the name was. But to each his own. Um. So when I had finally told her, her mouth dropped and she nearly fell out. That must be some real shit. Like maybe it's something very important, or maybe who knows. You see, what I didn't know until then was that I was a twin, and I had a brother who was a stillborn. His name was Gabriel, same name as my friend, who I believe were one and the same. It wasn't too long after that he sort of faded away, didn't come around as much, and eventually he just disappeared from my everyday life. Oh man, that sucks. Now, if I see him, it's usually only in my dreams and only if something major had happened to upset my life in some way. But deep in my heart, I know he always gonna be there no matter what. Also, one of the reasons why I named my son Gabriel. Oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's crazy. Imagine if the apparition was the stillborn of her brother. It's nice to know that you might have an apparition or a ghost or something paranormal happening to you in a positive note, and find out that it's a relative of yours that died recently or died a long time ago and is there watching over you. So that's pretty cool. Um, Again, if any of you guys have any stories that you guys would like to share or want me to either read out loud or explain to the world your story, your experiences, maybe you're afraid that people might not believe your story, or um, you just afraid to talk or whatnot, you could either private message me on YouTube. I'm not sure if you could do that, but I'll leave my email in the description down below. And I'm still brand new. Hope you guys enjoying my videos. Smash the like button, um, subscribe, and let's burn it down.